Many thanks for joining us on the newsroom. I am Tamilore Akinkunle, and these are the headlines trending at this time. The acting national chairman of the Labour Party, Lamidi Apapa, has kept his word on returning to the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal following his attempt on Wednesday. Also present are the presidential candidate of the party, Peter Obi, who exchanged pleasantries with the country to the respondent. Apapa on Thursday maintained he would return to the tribunal in Abuja after he was not allowed to occupy one of the seats reserved for Labour Party leaders, which led to him sitting at the back of the courtroom, where he was later whisked away. The National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Mogunnu, has assured Nigerians of adequate security during the presidential inauguration ceremony. In a press conference organized to mark the commencement of the activity for the May 29 inauguration, Mogunnu said security would be beefed at the Eagle Square. While assuring Nigerians of the peaceful inauguration, he urged them to steer clear of anything that would threaten the peace of the nation. The government of Ondo State says the federal government has approved the establishment of a deep sea port in the state. The Federal Executive Council (FEC) gave approval for the operating license of the port at a meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday in Abuja. Akeredolu, in a statement signed by his Chief Press Secretary, Richard Olatunde, says that actualizing the port project was very important to the state government. Scientists have called on a group of 7 to take urgent action to tackle the world's lack of preparedness for the next pandemic, when other developing countries continue to lack access to life-saving treatment and vaccines. In an open letter published to coincide with the G7 summit in Hiroshima, Japan, the People's Vaccine Alliance said scientific advances made during the COVID-19 pandemic still primarily benefits the wealthiest country and the bottom lines of pharmaceutical companies. The Nigeria's debt service to revenue ratio may exceed 100% in 2023. The Nigeria debt service to revenue ratio is expected to exceed 100% in 2023. KPMG, a professional service firm, has raised concerns over Nigeria's risks of sliding into critical debt servicing problems unless urgent actions were explored to significantly raise revenue. KPMG disclosed Nigeria's debt, which is 46.3 trillion by the end of 2022, immediately rise to about 70 trillion. While advising the government to establish well-thought-out guidelines and frameworks for borrowing, the KPMG firm says it would help the government to avoid defaulting on loan terms. Britain has unveiled new sanctions against Russia on Friday, targeting imports of diamonds and other minerals in a bid to shock Moscow's ability to fund the war in Ukraine. With Russia's diamond trade estimated to be worth 4 to 5 billion a year, netting the Kremlin much-needed tax revenue. The UK Foreign Office says the new sanctions would freeze the assets of 86 peoples and organizations. And in sports, coach Massimiliano Allegri says his team has played well in UEFA Europa League semi-final second leg 2-1 defeat to Sevilla on Thursday. Allegri believes it was a balanced game and sees the loss as one of the steps the team has to make to have international experience. Juventus has won the European Cup 3 times, while Sevilla has lifted the trophy a record of 6 times. That's the latest on the newsroom. Join us again for more updates. Bye for now.